as we go because of our time. We are just starting our meeting. Oh, yes. Hello, everyone.
How are you, Justice?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the eLab virtual launch. I see people are still coming. All right. All right. Oh, yes. Some will join us as we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the eLab virtual launch. Today is a special day for the eLab. Would like to thank each and every one of you for attending this amazing historic virtual launch. Today we have representatives from Europe, from Asia, from North America, and Africa. So we are well represented today. So we are so excited. We have Mispa, and I see Amy as well from Wicklet, United Kingdom. Hello, Mispa and Amy. It's my honor to have you guys. We want to acknowledge also the presence of Arizona State University. You know, I can see you guys. Welcome to the platform. I also want to acknowledge Professor Marie Krizinka, Professor in the School of Computing, University of South Africa. Welcome, Professor Marie. We also want to acknowledge also our keynote speaker for today, Mrs. Gugu Moshande. She's the Executive Director of the Moshande Foundation. We are so humbled to have you in our presence. As always, it's our honor to have you. Welcome, ma'am. We are glad to have you today. I want also to take this opportunity also to welcome Amy Ashworth. She's a general manager of French South African Chamber of Commerce, and she has attended with her team. Welcome, Amy. I'm so delighted to host you today. We also have Jasper Sa. He represents the Trivium all the way from India. Welcome you. And our very own Wade Cooper, the CEO of Development Solutions. It's our honor to have you today, Wade. And we have Nick Nanan. He is the Global Channel Sales Manager for Merge, the United States of America. Welcome, Nick. It's our honor to have you today. Oh, yes. We are just going to be getting into the program for today, and we got amazing speakers who are just on standby right now. So we are just going to be starting the program. I'm just going to be sharing my first video right now. I hope that you'll be able to get the sound. Okay.
I don't think we're getting any sound, Justice.
There's no,
Yeah, no sound.
There's no sound. Okay, wonderful. Okay, let me just do it again. All right. There's something happening with the sound. Let's see what's happening there. All right there. I'll stop. Okay, cool.
Became a leading futuristic platform committed to inspire innovative practices in education through. We are living in a time of exponential change, and when the world changes, education needs to change as well. Thankfully, there are magnificent things happening in education all over the world. The eLab has become a leading futuristic platform committed to inspire innovative practices in education through augmented and virtual reality, promoting immersive learning experiences. Join us today in the learning journey full of adventures and discovery. See through the future through our lenses. We bring STEM to life.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I'm just going to be bringing in our representatives from the Arizona State University, Matt DeYoung and Tatena Rocco. I'm just going to hand it over to you guys.
Great. Hello, everyone. As Justice told, we are the programmers at Arizona State University. I'm the project lead of this Bridge to Africa e-learning lab project. And we're so delighted to be working on a project like this. And I can hand over to Tanner, and then we can do a quick demonstration on the current progress of the website.
Yeah, my name is Tanner. I'm also a developer on the e-learning lab. We're really excited about all the work we've done for the platform. And without further ado, I think we should just show some of what we've done. So I will share a video.
Hey everyone, so e-learning lab is providing to students in a way that they can collaborate and learn from each other while studying the futuristic concepts such as programming, robotics, and etc. And while we were creating this platform, we wanted to be futuristic so that students feel more engaged with this platform and can benefit more.
All right. Now we'll navigate to the courses modules to show you how all the courses are set up in the e-learning lab. As you can see, we have a welcome page as well as many other course links for students. The e-learning lab is dedicated to providing a variety of information and topics for users to choose from. And in each course, students have the freedom to pick from multiple avenues to engage with material, whether that be curated course modules, webinars, meetups, reading material, discussions, or assessments. In the modules tab, you can see curated content for each course. Clicking on these modules show more information that has been crafted by instructors and teachers to communicate information to our students. In our Connect page, we see upcoming webinars and workshops that students can sign up for. These webinars let students and instructors connect to learn more about the topics they want to become proficient in and master. In our reading materials section, we have resources and hands-on learning for our students to learn straight from resources that have been handpicked by instructors. Additionally, we have Wakelet. Wakelet is a collaborative and engaging platform that allows sharing and interactions between users and the material on our platform.
Okay, here in this page, assessments, you can see that we have created a test quiz, which is called Python programming. This will be the place where our instructors can actually publish quizzes, tests, so they can examine the students. And then we are logged in as a student, so we can just, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the quiz to see what it is. It says Python assessment. We haven't really attached a category to it, but it says this test covers the foundations of the language. So I'm just gonna start. Here it asks, how do you print into console? I'm just gonna go ahead and click this because I know this is the correct answer. And as you can see here, it says this is the correct answer. And then we see that there's an explanation to it. So if our instructors wanted to give more information about why this is the right answer, they can choose to do so. And also previously, this platform was using Google Forms to create assessments, and that wasn't ideal because information, like students doesn't feel like they're in an exam, and at the same time instructors cannot get the matter to their hands because it's not really editable. And the other problem was students don't know what they got from the previous test, and they cannot really they cannot see their progress overall the entire course. That was the problem, and so I'm just going to return the courses and hand it over to Tanner.
Okay, in our discussion modules, we have an environment where students can interact and connect with each other, asking about information related to the course, as well as posting questions or requesting resources. So right now you see the staff view, and we see the option to create a new discussion as a staff, which can be simply created below. And we also have the option to view a discussion, which students will be able to do as well. Navigating into this, we see a fully fleshed out discussion that has a title with Python programming resources, a description, as well as a comment section. And these comments are where students can ask questions and post answers and replies. Instructors also have the option to moderate comments by deleting any inappropriate comments for the section, or if it's not related to the topic, they have that option as well. Students also have the option to edit their comments, delete their comments, and upvote or downvote, upvote any comments or replies that they feel are useful to them.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Are you done, Tanner?
Yeah, our video is done. So we just also wanted to talk a little bit about the future of the lab, as well as what we're looking forward to as we continue developing. So I think I'll hand that off to Murtay for a bit.
Yeah, so right now the progress that you're seeing has been accomplished within the four month period that we had on the spring semester. So what we're trying to achieve from this point and until the next 6 months, what we're planning on doing is making the platform more futuristic. Maybe we can gamify this entire process of kids learning about these cool concepts. We're definitely planning that on the road, and then we want to improve the user interface to be more engaging rather than just like basic user interface, just like buttons. Like we are trying to come up with something more futuristic, and we are definitely super excited to keep working on this project for the next at least until December.
Mm-hmm. And I'll add on, additionally, we've been working on some newsletter or marketing-like systems in the eLab so that we can engage with our students even more so, whether that's monthly or weekly newsletters about what's going on with the site, what courses we're offering, as well as any possible additions or updates we have to the site, because we want the students to be able to focus on the learning and have updated information geared towards their courses that they're interested in. So if students sign up for a specific course, we want to be able to update them on information that gets added to those courses or any additional information. I also mentioned that some of our goals have been to focus more on the robotics and the virtual augmented reality that is becoming so prevalent in this day and age. We see it in industries as well as just entertainment taking over. So that's been a real focus of ours on the eLab with our collaboration with Merge, as well as robotics integrations. We've really seen growth and good feedback from adding those courses. So we want to continue adding to those particular ones in depth and engage with our students more so as we move forward. Ultimately, we want it to be a platform for people from all backgrounds and diversity to be able to use and to be able to put their learning first and focus on the information they want to learn from and further their STEM education. That's what the e-learning lab is all about. having a collaborative community in which people can learn together and find out new information about the topics they're passionate about. And Marte, did you have anything else?
No, I think we're okay. We can hand it over to Justice.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for such an insightful presentation. Without wasting much time, I'm just going to be handing over to Professor Eomarie Krizinga. She joined the University of South Africa College of Science and Engineering and Technology in 2000, and she currently holds the position of the professor in the School of Computing. She's so passionate about cybersecurity awareness program, and she has established herself as a seasoned researcher and is published accredited national and international journals. So I'm so humbled again to present to you Professor Eomarie Krizinga. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you very much, Justice. Thank you, everybody, for joining here today. And as an academic, I prepared a whole speech I have to speak to you about, just to show my feelings regarding this process. At UNISA, University of South Africa, we talk about in service of humanity. And an example of in service of humanity is this e-lab that we are currently looking at. In service of humanity echoes the ideas of community engaged learning and upliftment of communities. Community engaged learning and support is about enriching communities through teaching and learning, research, and community participation. To address the acute challenges of poverty and inequity and unemployment we have in South Africa today, we need to focus on community engagement. We need to focus on community outreach programs and programs that uplift communities. The white paper of the post-school education and training was released in 2014 in South Africa. And this document clearly states the concepts of community engagement should no longer be only theoretical ideas, but should be integrated, implemented to the benefits of all communities. And this idea of community engagement and upliftment of communities echoed in the National Development Plan drafted by the National Planning Commission in South Africa. This plan identifies community engagement and community outreach programs that should be practiced in South Africa to transform societies. And this e-lab that we are launching today, is transforming society through knowledge and inclusiveness. I know Justice for a number of years now, and the first time we've met, this was only an idea. It was a theoretical thing that he wanted to do, and I must say I'm very proud to see a few years later that this idea has transformed into a practical e-lab for communities that gets to communities, that needs the knowledge, that needs the skills, and provide information that can enhance their lives for the better. So well done to you, Justice, and the team that created this e-lab. Yes, my passion is cyber safety awareness. We do quite a lot of that at the University of South Africa, and it is our mandate at the universities to partner with people to take that to communities. And one of the modules that you will see on the e-lab is the cyber awareness module. And we have started adding information to it, and we will continue adding information as this e-lab grows, as we get more partners and more sponsorships. But currently what there is on the e-lab site at the moment for cyber awareness, there's a number of videos that shows the different aspects of cyber safety that is starting to translate the knowledge to the participants. There's some PowerPoint slides. We uploaded 2 workbooks. A cyber safety awareness workbook for general participations for school learners, for teachers and for parents, and a cyber safety awareness edition for learners that has a lot of interaction questions that teachers and parents can have with the children regarding cyber safety. And of course, we explain the ideas and the concepts of cyber safety awareness. We also uploaded the pledge. There's a game that they can play. And one of the workbooks we translated into Zulu, and another language, I think, that is also uploaded. There's 2 reports that we've done at UNISA just to show how important cyber safety awareness is and how important it is for role players, for parents and communities to start educating themselves and then to improve their life, but also the lives of their communities. So we will indeed add resources to this space. From my side, it is community engagement, it's free. We do it as part of our in service of humanity mandate we have at UNISA. So I am proud to say is I want to see in the next few years where your eLab is going, Justice. But from my side, well done again. And let's just let this grow and make sure that the knowledge we have from academia and industry and professionals get to communities and get to the stakeholders and the role players that needs it. Thank you from ISIS. Over to you, Justice.
Oh, thank you so much, Prof, for such a wonderful presentation. We are living in times of exponential change. So when the world changes, education needs to adapt to inevitable changes. Thankfully, both our hardware and our platform offer immersive and unforgettable learning experiences. The eLab has become a leading futuristic platform committed to inspire innovative practices in education. So the eLab, which we are celebrating today, has been a phenomenal story of STEM education in these times of remote learning and uncertainty. So I'm so glad again that in our midst we have Nick. I think Nick doesn't need much introduction. He comes from Mage. We managed to incorporate the amazing hardware from Mage so that we can offer unforgettable learning experiences. So in this case, Nick is a global channel sales manager for Mage, and we are glad to be Mage ambassadors in South Africa. So augmented and virtual reality has become the core of our eLab. So I want to welcome you today, Nick. You know, there's something that we're talking about, that our partnership with Mage took our augmented reality and virtual reality ambitions, far deeper into the future. So I want to celebrate your presence today, Nick. We've been in touch with the rest of the Mage organization, and you guys became part of our ecosystem, and how we integrated your hardware, your platform, is amazing. It gave us some sort of a seamless, immersive learning experiences for all the visitors of the eLab. I want to hand it over to Nick to just take the podium.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I just wanted to kind of share this for anybody that may not be super familiar with Merge, and let me know if you can see my screen here, Justice.
Yes.
Perfect. So as Justice says, I am the global channel sales manager for Merge EDU, and we've obviously confounded a partnership which we're hoping will continue to grow and continue to bring more and more people into a newer line of learning. As many of us know, learning is at a drastic crossroads right now, and obviously with the last year of COVID, we have now had to adapt to things in ways that we've never done. However, with the advancement of technology, and this is where Merge is really going to play a crucial part into everyday education, 65% of the world are visual or spatial learners. However, for the majority of time over the last several hundreds of years, we have actually not been teaching to the strengths of many people. Merge has kind of broken away from that change, and we want to help people actually be able to understand greater concepts at a more efficient rate and give people a better experience when it comes to learning things. Learning in itself is done a multitude of ways. I never want to say there's a right way or a wrong way. And in my experiences over the last decade and a half in education, you always find yourself in different classrooms with different people doing different things. One of the reasons we decided to partner with Justice is his approach to allowing so many different users to come into an ecosystem and get what they need in the ways that they've needed. And Merge does things very much the same way. So how we actually started out is we have our Merge Q, which is essentially like a super QR code, and it reads back to a camera on a device. A little bit of camera magic happens. And what you have in your hand is something that many of us will never be able to see, utilize, touch, feel, whatever. Anything from Mars rovers, sharks. There's an entire catalog of different items that you guys can actually interact with. And how this is changing everyday education is for a lot of people that may not be able to imagine or grasp some of these concepts, they now get to hold it in their hands. Anytime that we actually see somebody utilizing Merge EDU, our entire platform, they're using a heightened amount of senses as opposed to reading out of a book or these other pieces. And we see this great light bulb moment where it goes off, where as they're interacting, whether they're moving the cube or actually initializing on screen, they're able to actually grasp a greater concept. And that's what we're going for, is just something that's, as we call, low floor, wide walls, high ceilings. No matter where you start, you're going to be able to grow and continue to grow your knowledge pieces. Our mission here at Merge is to get a cube in everybody's hands, and that's been the same thing since day one, because we're tackling some of the hardest things that there are. In STEM and STEAM, a lot of people may look at it differently, but all it is science, technology, engineering, arts and mathematics, which are the core of all of school systems, no matter where you are. So we want to make sure that, we teach science in a super powerful hands-on way, and we want to make sure that we can help people get to an advantage as opposed to a disadvantage, no matter where you are in the world. So we launched an entire year of digital teaching aids. So instead of you having to go out and buy thousands, you get all these things now. You can walk with dinosaurs. We also have an entire VR platform that's now tied into the eLab. So with all these different pieces, they're actually going to be able to go and actually harvest these things. So if you haven't tried Merge, obviously the eLab would be one of the best places to go into and actually start grabbing some of these resources and checking it out. And if you are lacking with a paper cube, we can get that for you too. Going back to our ultimate goal here, like I said, is to really have these STEM and STEAM projects be at the fingertips of anybody, anywhere in the world. And we're doing a really great job of it. And I think the only thing is now that we have the eLab, it even expands upon that even more. But for anybody that's seen it this year, Merge has taken this drastic step to make sure that anybody can learn STEM and STEAM anywhere in the world. So no matter whether you're working from home, working from a different country, anywhere, you can break out your Merge cube, you can interact with your device, and you can actually go exploring in all these different multitudes of topics. All the STEM projects, things like that. I won't bore you guys with the details. I'll let you get to explore this on your own. But let's talk about where the actual future of AR and VR is actually headed. So we are in the year 2021. It is estimated by the year 2027, at least 2028, that every major wireless firm that handles the majority of, as they call them, tier 1 or tier 2 countries, only based on infrastructure, is that we will no longer be using these kinds of devices. We will probably be wearing wearables, whether there's glasses, watches, that'll actually be our everyday devices, because augmented reality is now shifting to the point that we will be able to wear glasses and actually interact with the direction. So if we're following Google Maps, it'll actually start pointing to it. Whether you're buying on Amazon, as another person stated earlier, AR and VR is now incorporated into everyday pieces of our environment. I can go to my doctor and I can scan myself. I can buy furniture online. I can actually walk through a house if I wanted to do real estate, but I live in a different part of the world. I can visually actually see it and experience it. The engagement pieces that are there are now being heightened at a greater standpoint. Even if we wanted to compound something in this Microsoft Teams meeting, we would be able to launch AR or VR avatars using extensions upon ourselves. There are so many different pieces that are being done. For example, University of California, San Francisco, their radiology department recently did a study with Merge Cube, utilizing the Merge Cube itself versus their traditional teaching aids. And what they did end up finding is that digital teaching aids and traditional teaching aids, based on how the students actually learn and use them, is that the results were exactly identical. So we now have all these things that have now heightened, as opposed to when I was growing up as a kid and we just had the 3D viewers. You can now actually utilize any part of AR and VR to actually encompass and improve your life, whether that's purchasing a couch, whether that's your medical conditions, whether that's buying a home, and even teaching your students in every part of our life that's actually taken off. As opposed to 2014 when Pokemon Go's augmented reality shocked the entire world, and for about 2 weeks, everybody in the world was so entranced with it, to now that I utilize, and I'm sure many of you do as well, augmented reality on a fairly regular level. But we have to think about it in this way too. For the students that are now being exposed to this augmented reality feature at a very young age, and it's becoming almost an everyday necessity, how far do we think that they're going to go and start building upon? We've obviously seen some people building in STEM and STEAM, but augmented reality is going to traditionally start growing like any other technology in an encompassing space. In 2000, there were computer labs, and now everybody has their own computer, right? But that didn't take 20 years to do. I don't think it's going to take even another 7 years for augmented reality to become the actual standard transitional point of device technology and device use, and also technical pathways for everybody in everyday life. Could you imagine a time in your futuristic life where you no longer have to look for a restaurant, where you can see your friends visually from a smaller device? It's all going to start coming, and it's coming a lot faster and faster and faster. And we here at Merge want to do our part. That's why we built this entire EDU platform, to actually help enable students that may learn at a disadvantage, may not have been taught of their strengths, but most of all, to give anybody, no matter where they are in the world, the opportunity to learn STEM and STEAM as a key component of their entire education. Like I said, if you haven't tried Merge EDU yet, definitely go download the Paper Cube, which we can share out, and be sure to sign up for the trial. You'll be shocked at the things that we are doing here, and this is just the start. Justice, I will turn it back over to you. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Nick, for such an insightful presentation. I will quickly move on to Wade Cooper. Is a CEO of DevelopMe, and Wade is specialized in talent management solutions and project management for 20 years in both South Africa and Middle East. He also was working for other international markets as well. So it is an honor also to have Wade today, who serves as the eLab coach as well, who also help our kids to discover themselves in order to pursue personal learning adventures. So Wade, we celebrate you and your role you are playing at the eLab to help the students pursue their own learning adventures. Over to you, Wade.
Thank you so much, Justice. I mean, what a true honor and pleasure to be around thought leaders around the world today, especially young future leaders that are inspiring me and all the gray hair sticking out of my face today and really providing goosebump moments. I mean, it's been a true inspiration. DevelopMe started 10 years ago with our focus on two passions. The first passion was uplifting women in Africa, and these women were specialists either in coaching, development, talent management, or training. And then, of course, the second passion is youth, or what we call future leader development. Justice, are you able to share my presentation I shared with you earlier? It's not giving me an option on this side, my brother.
Oh, let's quickly see here. I'm not sure if I downloaded it. Let's see.
Sorry, I've got it's not giving me an option on my side.
Okay, let me just give you the option. Just try again.
Okay. No, unfortunately, it's not picking it up on this side.
Okay. I've given you the sharing privileges. I don't know if it's working.
Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Oh my goodness me. This is when technology definitely has... It's unfortunately not picking up on my side here, Justice. But so the presentation you couldn't share earlier on that I popped through.
Okay, let me just quickly see if I can get it. Okay, let me look for it. Yeah, you can carry on as I'm looking for it. That's
okay,
fine.
Super. So let me just chat through a little bit of information. What we've actually put together at DevelopMe is an online opportunity around career development and career guidance. We refer to it as career maps. And basically what we've done is put online an online app available to look at the career interest and a linking that to an assessment and onboarding tool to look and focus on 3 objectives. So the first objective that we need to really look at is the gap between education and industry. We truly understand that our universities and schooling systems haven't taught inside-out leadership development to our future leaders. So we have a strong targeted approach for students to identify the best suited industry or job family they belong to.
It's on now. Wait.
Oh, wonderful. Then I can switch off my screen. Thank you so much, Justice. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah, you can carry on. Hello, Ed. Hello. Hello. Hear the sound.
I hear you, Justice.
Oh yes. I think we lost the gentleman. Yeah.
I can say my piece, Justice, if you'd like.
Okay, that's fine. So let me just hand it over to Misbah. I want to just welcome Misbah. He's the head of partnerships. Weeklet. Weeklet is a content curation platform where teachers, students can save links, social media posts, videos, and images as items to be organized in the private or public collections. So the Weeklet complements our platform, and it is the engine behind the eLab. So we are so grateful to have Misbah today. Misbah, I think I've been keeping you on the bay. I want to celebrate you, and your work at the Weeklet is so unprecedented. And you guys, you've been the engine that powers the eLab. You can see the whole ecosystem of the eLab. It revolves around the work you guys are doing. So I want to just welcome you, and I want to just hand it over to you now. Over to you, Misbah.
Thank you so much, Justice. I don't have too long, unfortunately, because I've got a little bit of filming that I have to do, but it gives me so much pleasure to be here and to share this platform with you today. I wanted to start by just talking a little bit about how I feel towards you and how the Wakelet team feels towards you as a person, as an individual, as a personality. Your passion and your enthusiasm and your willingness to take risks and do things differently is so admirable, and it really is an inspiration to myself and the Wakelet team. I remember us having a conversation quite some time ago now, and I remember you explaining what it is that you were planning on doing with the e-learning lab. And I thought to myself, this is an ambitious project that's going to require, lots of time, lots of energy, lots of effort. And I just find it incredible that right now we're at the point where it's launching. When you told me the things that the eLab was looking to accomplish, again, I found that super inspiring. And I would like to say a big thank you to you for making an incredible positive change in your community. And I remember the one thing that you said when we first spoke was that you just want to make learning fun and you want to make it engaging. And, you had an aim and a mission where you wanted to make learning in Africa more fun, more engaging. And kind of keep up with the kind of things which are happening in the rest of the world. And I think that that effort is so admirable and really, really inspiring. The eLab itself, I think, is such an incredible idea. It's been so good to see how it's come together, the different phases of it, and you've put so much hard work in. The two gentlemen earlier who were showing how they built the eLab, honestly, congratulations to you guys. You've done an incredible job. It's beautiful, it's incredible, and the fact that you still want to continue building on it is really, really inspiring as well. And I think that, you know, it's going to activate and engage a lot of learning outcomes for students across not only Africa but also across the world. I love that you've married this beautiful connection between resources and also things like augmented reality and the things that you're doing at Merge as well. We're very good friends with Merge at Wakelet. You know, we've been friends for quite some time, and we think it's amazing that you've included Merge within the eLab. That's fantastic. And those of you who don't know much about Wakelet, we're as Justice said, we're a content curation platform. We're completely free to use, and we just allow anybody around the world to create these beautiful collections of visual content that they find from across the web. So you can add anything to a Wakelet collection. It can be a piece of music, a video, an article that moves you. It can be a social media post. It can be a YouTube video, whatever it might be. You can add it to a Wakelet collection and build up a collection of resources. So I think it's super innovative, the way that you, Justice, and the way that your developers and the way that the staff at the eLab have used Wakelet to, you know, almost as like the building blocks for the eLab. It's been absolutely fantastic. And on a personal level, I'm super, super excited and happy to have some kind of role in this project, because like I said, it's ambitious and it takes a very particular kind of person to you know, put the rocket fuel behind a project like this. And I'm very proud of the fact that we're a part of it. So I appreciate you so much. I wish you the best of luck, and just know that you have Wakelet support. As you can see, what you're looking at there is a Wakelet collection that Justice is looking at. This is a Wakelet collection that's part of the eLab, and if you just scroll down Justice, you'll be able to see these hand-picked, curated resources that have been put together by a human. So I think this collection may be in a collaboration collection, but we'll fix that. We'll work on that. But I wanted to thank you, Justice, for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I wanted to thank you for the incredible things that you're doing for your community and the impact that you're going to make on Africa and the rest of the world with this project. So God bless, and thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. But this was such a sweet and a short presentation. We look forward to work with you, and we look forward to amazing adventures with your team. Thank you so much for your support and being part of the eLab family. So we are going to be keeping in touch and see new adventures and new innovations ahead.
100%. And you know, like I said, on behalf of the Wakelet team, we're very thankful for your passion. We're thankful for your willingness to take this risk and, you know, start this project, and it's going to pay off in a big way. So we're right behind you. We're here for you, to support you in any way that we can, and we're, you know, it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege having you as part of our community. So thank you.
Thank you so much. The Wakelet helped us to create amazing learning libraries. It's amazing. I was just looking at how this eLab has evolved. We cannot do it any better without Wakelet. We got amazing learning resources. So we got amazing library and a wealth of resources thanks to the Wakelet platform. And it's amazing because it also promotes some collaborative kind of learning. It's amazing. I was just talking to some of our learners how they enjoy using Wakelet. Just right here, Ms. Bao, just sharing a lot of interesting things with our learners that it's amazing because they can have access to amazing apps right here. They can go to Twitter, see what is trending. They can even add the Flipgrid. They can even add some videos from YouTube, from the cloud services and all that. It's amazing how Wakelet is evolved. You guys, your platform is changing every day, and your dedication, it means so much much to us. So it's a beautiful ecosystem, and we are looking forward to happy days ahead of innovation. Thank you so much, Misbah, for your time.
Thank you, Justice. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Now I just wanted to bring in one of our own, Raj. I don't know if Raj is available. Raj, hello. Are you around? Hello, Raj. Okay, if Raj is not here, it is my honor at this moment to introduce Miss Gugu Moshande, the wife of the former president Kgalema Moshande, director of the Kgalema Moshande Foundation. She's doing an amazing work at the foundation of empowering learning communities through a life-changing educational project, especially the foundation work that is girl-child oriented. We applaud the foundation for the supplementary tuition in the outreach programs she's doing, among other amazing projects that she is embarking on. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mrs. Gugu Moshande, our keynote speaker for today.
Thank you, Justice. And thank you to all guests connecting today. The invitation extended to the Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation, the launch of the eLab futuristic tech platform is appreciated. Our hope for the collaboration is to see learner empowerment in technology and education become the fabric of South African society. For far too long, too many young people in South Africa have been trapped outside of the digital playing ground by the high walls of data costs, the barbed wire of having no devices, and the deadly electric fence of a system that stops youth from accessing education and training. All children have a right to exposure to 21st century skills, design thinking, and digital capacity building. These elements are essential to nurture, give joy, and offer a child the fighting chance at survival in the fourth industrial revolution. The COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown measures have changed our world, exacerbated by the many gaps and inequalities in society and the ways we engage with each other. However, with every challenge, we have an opportunity to deliver new solutions. And with this in mind, the Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation has formed a variety of online education programs with our curriculum partners and has entered into a partnership with Bridge to Africa to offer learning free access to extracurricular online educational platforms and to help enhance STEAM learning in the school curriculum. The launch of the eLab will offer a wide range of course material to learners that can be integrated into their daily schoolwork, assisted by interactive teaching aids. The collaboration between the Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation and Bridge to Africa will see the current education programs in our KMF online in-house training center also make use of the course material. My plea today is we must bear in mind that only teachers can really ensure the success of all learning platforms, and so they need to be given a more central role, and their engagement with the system is critical. Together with Bridge to Africa and other curriculum partners, the Foundation's education and youth development programs will also be launched on the premises of the KMF in the online in-house training center at a date still to be announced. The center will be a computer hub for learners with a capability to beam content across the continent. The eLab will complement and reinforce the facilitation of the ongoing training with learners and teachers at KMF. The Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation believes in creating a long-lasting outcome of skills and knowledge that are embedded in the youth, and it is always important to consider learning systems that deliver project-based lessons that focus on finding solutions to community issues and contribute to the vision of developing ethical leadership and active citizens in our young ambassadors. We all know that the digital divide is crippling not only our nation, but it is also deepening the wounds of an oppressive past, and it is only getting worse. At the center of this crisis is the girl child. The same girl child that faces the highest statistics of gender-based violence, discrimination in the workplace, being undermined in domestic settings with families, and is told that women are second-class citizens. It is the same female youth that we expect to become the mothers of the nation and to raise future populations under their maternal care. And amidst all these challenges in a harsh environment, society demands that girls and women be strong, to get up and after they have been beaten, labor the strains of household chores and bear the burden of financial stresses and continue to provide their all for those they love and the community. Ladies and gentlemen, this growing problem is a ticking time bomb in every street of every community in South Africa. There is no more time. We must make committed and effective changes every day in every way possible. And because knowledge is power, we must lead with education. Education is a human right, and it is now intrinsically fused with digital technology. Access to data, online platforms, and devices are therefore an essential universal human right. The Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation's education model is focused on placing girl learners in a position where they can take advantage of technology, and the eLab will be a beneficial addition to our AI bootcamps in Africa and a useful tool to help bridge the digital divide. Through collaboration and partnership, we can ensure that platforms such as the eLab and the interactive learning solutions reach as many young people as possible and advance the vision and mission of developing conscious and connected leaders with a mindset and skill set that reveals their potential to become the best that they can be. I end by saying that learning about the past is well and good, but the eLab will make learners become architects of the future of Africa. I thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for such an insightful presentation, Mrs. Motlanthe. We celebrate you. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. We also want to take this opportunity also to announce our partnership with the foundation. We are going to be running a program, a special program, which is close to our heart, called the Girls in Robotics program. And we also want to recognize the board shop, Keen and his team. They also pledged some robots kits for this amazing collaboration. So Keen, I want to celebrate you, want also to acknowledge your efforts to make sure that this program is successful. So we are just waiting for the foundation. They are sourcing some furniture from outside. When they are ready, we are going to be available to hold their hands and walk together and enjoy amazing adventures in technology, especially in robotics. I wanted also to recognize also Rajat. Rajat is working with the Arizona State University, and he called me last night and he told us about his passion of making the eLab special needs friendly. He was saying that we want to make this platform blind friendly. Then he said that in June we are going to be launching the first ever keyboard, which is going to be transforming whatever they get on the browser to Braille, which is a phenomenal achievement. So I hope Raj was here to take us through that presentation, but I think he had some connection problem. He wanted to present his innovation to make this platform blind friendly. Is something that we are going to be launching sometime in July this year. Thank you, Raj, with your team, and we want to thank you for what you are doing, and want to celebrate the intersection between the assistive technologies for the blind and the e-lab. So that intersection is phenomenal because it's going to be bringing some interventional change in terms of the special needs education. So someone may be asking why the e-lab today? The e-lab, number one, it was developed to help the students to take back their power and also to develop technological fluency through robotics, augmented reality, virtual reality programs. So this is something that we enjoy at the eLab, especially leveraging the power of our collaboration. It's amazing that all the people who are coming here, they are part of the eLab family. So we are also happy to have also the Motlande Foundation being part also of this amazing eLab family. Now, the robotics program is the climax of our development, or it is the climax of our innovation. We got amazing robots at the eLab, and it's amazing. If I would show you on the reading material, you can see the way we structured the eLab. It is its own, every program is its own homepage, its modules, vast reading materials, the discussion boards, whereby the kids can discuss. For instance, if they want to assemble a robot, they can also discuss amongst themselves. So we've got our own in-house social media site inside the eLab where we promote the collaborative learning experiences as well. So we have amazing modules, and we also have amazing robot kits here at the eLab. So this is amazing. So another point is that we want to let the kids experience the technology that will shape the future. So this is the future of learning. So this is what we celebrate all the time, to see the kids assembling the robots, to see the kids developing as individuals and also collectively. So this is something that we developed for the community. So if you are a school listening to us today, we want you to reach out to us, plug into this eLab and see what it can do for your school. If you are a district, you can also work closely with us. I want also to acknowledge the presence of the Johannesburg East District. We've been working with them for the past 6 years. You are such an amazing district. I want to thank you with your 186 schools. We are prepared to go through amazing adventures with you. The other point of promoting this eLab is that we want to see the kids enjoying some virtual field trips through virtual reality, augmented reality, and also enjoying some 360 degrees video experiences as well. So the eLab is a phenomenal story, and we want to celebrate this development together. It's still evolving. There's a lot of work which we are going to be working on, and we are going to be sharing with you every stage of the way. So today we want to celebrate all the people who have taken their time to see the work we have done on the eLab. So we are prepared to collaborate with every school, individuals. If you're a parent who is listening to us, your child can just open a profile on the platform. They can just they can just log in, create their own profile, then they can explore the eLab. There are vast programs right here, the space exploration programs, the robotics program, the IoT and everything. If you need the kits, you can just reach out to us. I want to hand over to Tena. Tena is going to give us the vote of thanks, thanking all the members, thanking all the individuals, all the organizations which have supported our eLab launch. But this is just the beginning. There are amazing adventures ahead. Over to you, Tena.
Thank you, Justice. I believe Wade has joined the call again, so he might still want to present.
Yeah, I'm back here again.
Yes.
I'm happy.
Okay, just before. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Wade.
Thank you. Justice, it seems that I'm having serious technical issues. I can't share my screen, so I'm stuck where I was before, my brother.
Okay, no, that's fine. I think you can just summarize from your end.
Okay, thank you. So I do apologize about the technical issues. Basically, we've been working for the past 10 years in uplifting women entrepreneurs in Africa, and then our future leader development journey too. Through this, Develop Me has created an online career guidance and career development portal called Career Maps. And basically what we do is very different to any other career development or career guidance program, is we provide an assessment that looks at the person's individual's behaviors, personalities, and motivators. And we are able to target those into industry-specific job families. So it will take the guesswork and the gap between education and industry that we are all facing into a more scientific approach, where the candidate, through their career guidance, takes accountability by leading themselves through their assessment, and we are able to plug them into an online app with career guidance or career facilitators, assisting the candidate in their career choices. What would happen then is, once the candidate has gone through the assessment and has been aligned to a career guidance facilitator, we are able to take them on a development journey where they are provided with coaching support on leadership principles, principles such as authenticity, strategic decision-making, collaboration, team working with teams. It's all inside-out leadership development that we know has never been taught in any curriculum or school system. So we supply them with coaching support, and we are also able to provide online simulations around entrepreneurship. So should they wish to become an entrepreneur, we are able to put a group of individuals on an entrepreneurship simulation. We've got a great one for young people, which is starting a t-shirt business. And with that, they would have to cover any, soft decisions, but also very difficult decisions around pricing, capital, numeracy, stock. So we have great simulations around entrepreneurship, creating not only a career guidance and career development journey online with facilitated and support, but also the coaching and the simulated, the actual practicing of our future leaders, I think is a great opportunity through Develop Me. And we look forward to working with yourself, Justice, and the eLab team and the audience. As I was saying earlier, to see young people presenting gives me goosebumps. Thank you for the opportunity once again.
Thank you so much, Wade, for coming back and complete your presentation. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are looking forward for amazing adventures together to help the kids in their own personal learning adventures so that they can come to their own self-discovery. Thank you so much for that. I'm just going to be quickly handing over to Tena. Tena is going to give us the vote of thanks, thanking all the members who took their time to be part of the eLab family. Tena, I take this time to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Justice. Without further ado, today was a special day to present the eLab to a global audience. The eLab is a phenomenal story of empowering learning communities through STEM education. And ladies and gentlemen, an event like this doesn't happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago, and it required a bird's eye view of planning for details. We've been very fortunate to be surrounded by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues of Merge, Wakelet, Arizona State University, volunteers from academia, and the Johannesburg East District. Special thanks to all the delegates who attended this event. Today, we invite more schools, districts, and individuals to plug into our e-learning lab and enjoy the immersive coding, AI, robotics, virtual and augmented reality platform. To the Mochande Foundation and the French Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for your support. Until next time, keep safe and bye for now.
Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate you. We'll be keeping in touch with you. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Justice, and thank you, team. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.